it. Leave it right there. That's good. That's good. That's good. Now we got to go to the bottom. What's up, trendsetters? Just hit that box so we can make sure we're getting all the messages. So just the corner. No, just the corner.
Huh?
The corner. You turn that retouch thing on. I don't like that because it makes me look washed out. Top messages, go to all messages. All right. And then that little thing that looks like a magic wand, turn off the retouch because I don't want the retouch one. So the one next to the ruler. All right, we got that off. Okay. What's up, trendsetters? This is as good as it's gonna get. I'm sorry we tried to come on here like at least
what's going on?
twice in a row. We are not in the hot tub. What? Oh, your phone. We are not in the hot tub, guys. I know some of you guys look forward to the hot tub talk lives. We do too. We missed the hot tub talks. We did. What did we do? We did do a live where we went to the mall. We went down to UTC Mall, and we did like a walkthrough and showed you guys the Christmas lights. So definitely go check that out. Oh yeah, the messages. Yeah, so we went there and no, I don't need it there. You could just lay it flat. You could just lay it flat. This is a new setup for us, a temporary setup. I don't think we're gonna be doing it this way too many times. What's up? Thanks
crazy.
for coming in.
Yeah, thank y'all for coming in.
But yeah, we're in our dining room. We are not at the hot tub.
No.
But yeah, we did do a live for you guys at the mall, like I was saying, so definitely check that out. You will see, like, man, those palm trees are like the size of buildings, and they're decorated in lights. The lights basically.
Oh yeah, it's nice down there, man.
Yeah,
it's lit up.
The lights scroll and are
Crazy.
all animated, so it's nothing like you've ever seen. So definitely, I promise
Dancing
you,
to the beat.
they are dancing to the beat. The lights are dancing to the beat in that live. I guarantee you, you have not seen Christmas lights like that that are in that live that we did at the UTC Mall in our last live. So definitely check that out. To see the palm trees wrapped in lights and
all that music and everything they was playing on.
Let us know. Looks like someone's in.
What's that?
Roby Baggio from
Roby,
France.
what's
Hello,
going on?
Roby.
Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming into the live.
Definitely appreciate it.
Looks like we have someone else. Michael Anderson.
Michael
Where
Anderson.
are you guys from? We're originally from the DC area, the DMV.
Yeah, DMV.
But we
We're in
are living in Southwest
Florida.
Florida right now. We've been in Southwest Florida for the last 10 years.
Right.
We were in Tampa when we first came down, so we did leave our home state. It's a new year, so if you want to leave your home state, leave your home state. Have a plan, though.
From Oklahoma, okay.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah,
up. From Oklahoma.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Benjamin
Hello.
Alexander, yo, I'm selling government issued baby. What? Yeah, next comment.
Yeah.
Priyanka. Hey,
Priyanka, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate
And who
it.
else do we have? Rebecca Heisman. Hey.
Rebecca Heisman.
So yeah,
Yeah,
thank you all for coming in.
Appreciate it.
So today,
Hit the thumbs up where y'all come in.
tonight, we were gonna tell you guys, Jeremiah, our oldest son, was invited to a Christmas party. You guys might have saw those pictures.
Yeah, the Christmas
on
party.
my
That was
IG.
wild.
That was wild.
That was wild for real.
I didn't know. Shout out to the mom. I think her name was Jess. Thank you so much for inviting us and making us feel welcome.
Y'all a powerful couple. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you so much. So
Appreciate
we dropped our
it.
son off. The mom had on a really pretty red sequin cocktail dress, and I had no idea that it was going to be a party where parents would be welcome to attend. Else I would have got dressed up and went too. So we dropped Jeremiah off. We ran our errands, and we came back.
It was crazy. We had a feeling it was an adult party though, because
We did.
soon she opened the door, she had up, like she said, that dress, and I'm like, hold up, this supposed to be a kid party?
So we come
That
back
was
to
wild.
get our kid, and it was like, loud music playing. I saw a wall full of like champagne flutes that were hanging on the wall that had drinks in them when we came back. So we were like ringing the doorbell, knocking.
Man, the DJ was playing and everything, super loud, like they couldn't hear nothing.
So it was a bunch of people like standing around with drinks and things, and we're just like, this was a real party that we dropped them off to.
Real deal party.
So yeah, we went in. After a while, the dog. It was the dog. There was a cute little.
It's Marcus. What's going on, man?
Yeah, it was a cute little toy poodle, and he was just like, yep. Yeah. And then this other lady came and she let us in or whatever. And then, the mom was offering us drinks. Hey guys, would you like to stay?
Yeah.
And it was like I said, a wall full of champagne flutes.
Oh man, they had all the liquor you could imagine.
They had adult popsicles.
That drink was crazy. It felt like we was in what? Total Wine? That's
they had a photo.
They had a photo booth.
So that's where the pictures came from.
Photo
the photo booth.
DJ.
And
the
DJ was cool. We might use him for the future.
Oh yeah, I got his information. Yeah,
so
definitely.
That was cool. And man, she was like, "Would you guys like to stay for a while?" And I felt uncomfortable. I felt like I wasn't prepared because I had on like. We had on our windbreakers, little nylon jackets, and then I had on my dusty sneakers because we were out running errands doing our side hustles during that, But so I had a couple slices of pizza. I had a couple of adult popsicles. We took some pictures. I had some cookies. We were dancing. They were like, "No, come dance with us." So, I went to go dance with them. Yeah. And, we had a good time before cutting out. So
we really had a good time, man. It was fun for real.
So thanks to the mom for, embracing us, letting us,
Yeah, letting us come in and party with them, you know what I mean?
We were not even dressed for the party.
No, we weren't dressed for the party at all, though. That's the crazy thing.
Comments are saying.
We weren't dressed at all, though. That was the crazy part about it.
Yeah.
And they was just welcoming us in. Thank y'all for coming in. Hit the thumbs up when y'all coming in, please. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it was basically like mixed frozen drinks is what he's saying. We're from Southwest Florida. That's where we're from. So thanks
Southwest.
For answering Dave Official. Oh, okay, he's from India.
Dave Official, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for coming in. Thank y'all so much for the thumbs up.
Marcus.
So that's what was going on with that when we had those pictures up. I just wish we were, dressed for the party, but we were not dressed for the party, y'all. But she still embraced us, and she was like, "Hey, I told people they could dress up if they wanted to. If they didn't, then they were cool. It was cool."
Yeah, it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. So that's why.
India.
But it was cool, and the kids were in the room doing their own thing, separate from the adults. They're playing their video games and everything, and so it was cool. But I mean, there was a donut wall. There was
they had a donut wall in there, man. They had all types of food.
Yeah, pizza, all types of food.
That was
pulled pork. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, man, pizza and everything up in there, man.
Yeah, so then that's pretty much what's been going on with that. Christmas was a success. It went by really fast. Both of you are looking gorgeous. Lots of love from New Delhi, India. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
Appreciate
great.
it.
And I did some cleaning up this year. Oh, that's what's up, Marcus.
That's cool, Marcus.
Yeah, I know this year people have resolutions. I started early, y'all. I started early with things that I was going to be doing and kind of like just changing the way I work at this social media thing, we definitely have been seeing some changes. So one of the major changes I'll get to a little bit later when we have a little bit more people, and something major did go down. It was an update that people have been asking us for a while. I think it's only the beginning, but I'll get into that later. He said he got rid of a lot of clothes that he doesn't wear. That's something I do every month.
She always purging.
Every month I do that.
Purging,
I start
clothes.
back with clothes and everything.
Especially our kids, because they grow so they go fast. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know it's a culture to do New Year's resolutions, but I already have started like changes in my life. I'm just going to continue on with that trajectory.
Changing your mindset.
And not just that, but continue on the trajectory where I change the way I work. Men taking care of their family, man, that's very important. I was going to get into that. You know, people, this financial transparency thing is like really taking off on YouTube right now. And
oh yeah, that's
I know something that's really big for people right now at the new year is to quit their jobs. Let me give you some advice. You gotta have
some other type of income coming in before you quit.
My advice to you
know what I mean?
is that you have to have a plan. Make sure you have a plan, number one. Number two, savings. You know, make sure you have savings, investments, things like that. My first time that I quit a job,
or savings, yeah,
I was frantic.
You gotta be smart.
It just got too crazy in there. Like I helped them clean up and get things together and everything, but then it just got to a point where like things were still going on, and I didn't feel safe legally. I didn't feel safe professionally. It was just way too much going on. And it just a lot had happened there. I can't really disclose or get into it. So I quit. It worked for us because you know, we had the income. My husband was working. He did 60 to 80-hour weeks. One income was covering like the rent and the expenses. So in that case, it worked out. But I would say the second go round was different. The second go round, I would say you have to make sure that you have a plan. You know, don't just quit your job. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you have savings. So the next time, basically, it was a resignation. I just voluntarily, it just wasn't the right environment. We mutually agreed. I resigned. This was back in like November 2022. And after that, I was just like, I'm done. Like, I need to change the way I work. Like, Southwest Florida is, they're just not there yet. You know, there's no headquarters here. There's no corporate here. It's just a lot of mom and pops. And they just have a lot of diversity issues. The mom and pops are just not where it's at when it comes to equal opportunity laws and things, diversity, and as you guys all know, they're basically DEI is getting shot straight to hell. So it's like down here, it was just really toxic, really abusive, psychologically abusive, just a lot of things going on in mom and pop offices down here. Compensation wise, it was abusive. Like people don't pay like they should for certain positions in this area and in this region. And so I was like, yo, I'm done. So Randall was like, I really feel like you need to do your own thing, but you know, we gotta get a plan together. So that's when I started working remote, and it's for like a software company. So I work remote, and while I'm remote, I kind of like use that to leverage and build my business. And so that's what I've been doing the last couple of years. But I will say, and I just wanted to throw that out there because I get a lot of weird, like, people send things to my inbox all the time. My sister recently told me somebody was reaching out, and I was like, why though? And I was like, well, yeah, I don't work in a traditional sense anymore, so people probably think, you know, but just on a seasonal basis while I built my business and everything. So I'm just coming to you guys to be like, look, you could do it, but you have to like have a plan in place. You also have to be humble. One of the years I didn't go back on time when coming off the season, so I got introduced to Side Hustle Life, and I identified in there the various things I did and how much I was making on Side Hustle Life. So, you know, Side Hustle Life is what it is. So if you quit your job, like, and you don't really have savings, you don't really have a plan, you got to be humble enough to kind of like work side hustle culture, you know, in the event that things come up. This year was a little bit better, so I didn't have to like, I was able to float through most of the summer and I didn't have to go out till the hurricanes hit. So then it was like, oh man, emergencies. So then it's that too. You have to like make sure that you are ready for.
All right, Trendsetters, I'm back. Yeah. I had to take that call.
But yeah, you got to make sure you're ready for financial emergencies too, because that's something that will come up. So yeah, the second go around, it was just changing. I had to change the way I worked, and that's just the way it is, simply put. And this year, like I said, until the hurricanes, I didn't really have to do anything like major as far as like side hustles until like about, what was it, September this year?
Yeah,
it was September this year. So yeah, but don't quit your job unless you are humble enough to embrace side hustle culture. Yeah. Unless you have 6 to 12 months of savings, and unless you're like an investor and someone that understands how to leverage multiple streams of income. Like we leverage multiple streams of income, and that's like super important. And again, you know, the second go round, like I said, I didn't quit. I changed the way I work. I stayed employed, but on a seasonal basis, so that I can fund and seed my other entrepreneurial endeavors, like my tax practice, the channels, the music, all of that stuff.
Right.
So yeah, other than that, I mean, is there anything you'd like to share about our journey with it?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, like if you gonna quit your job, you gotta make sure you got something else coming in, other type of income. Gotta have savings, you know what I mean? You gotta be doing something outside of that.
And if you want to
outside of your 9 to 5.
And if you want to change the way you 9 to 5.
The way you 9 to 5, yeah.
I changed the way I 9 to 5. I still am employed. I just changed the way I'm employed. For my sanity, I feel better.
You gotta be smart with it, basically.
Yeah.
You just gotta be smart. Yeah. You gotta have a strategy. Do what you're supposed to do, because if not, it ain't gonna work.
It's not gonna work, but it's been working for us. I changed the way I work like 2 years ago silently. That too. Don't publicly announce it. Just make your change. And that's what I ended up doing. I just only talked to the people that it was going to affect, you know?
Yeah, it's like, I meant like decisions, sometimes you guys keep it to yourself. Just do it. Just do it. Keep it to yourself and just do it. You ain't got to tell everybody what's going on.
And it was kind of funny because my steps were ordered already. Like God had already, you know, we had already worked together, and I became a credentialed tax preparer. I'm an enrolled agent, so that allowed me to have more flexibility as far as different places and positions that I could work in, and how I work with other businesses. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Thumbs up. Yeah, just stay here for the calm. You should interact with the viewers. Yeah, this isn't a live for everybody. Like, if you're looking for slapstick shit, it's not going to be here. So, yeah, I'm sorry if some people are bored.
Yeah,
but, yeah, I got credentialed, so that's where that changed. And I was able to kind of like further kind of like fund and make provision for changing the way I work, where it's like I don't go in the office every single day, you know, year round.
Yeah.
I just mainly focus on tax season, and like that's it. I just, like I said, I made the change quietly. I did not make a public announcement on my socials. I would say like refrain from that if we're gonna make a major like career change, maybe kind of like he said, because sometimes you just have to be silent and just do it, because people will talk you out of it. They'll have millions.
Oh yeah, people always got something to say.
They'll have millions of problems for the solution.
People always gonna have something to say. So you know what I mean. You gotta go off your own thoughts or what you feel.
Yeah.
How you feel about it.
Yeah,
you know
and
if you feel like you want to do it, do it.
So that's how I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I felt.
Don't be worried about no daggone people, man.
So it was like, yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, it's time. I have to make the change, you know. And I think, like I said, I didn't really care if people misunderstood what I was doing at the time. I just knew I had to do what I had to do. You know, people still misunderstand it to this day, but I don't really, I mean, it is what it is. You know, but I would say just make your change silently, and then as you start making strides and start making progress, maybe you can let people in a little bit on what you've been doing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So I'm very busy outside of the channel. That's just life and how it is. And now you guys are kind of like seeing what we were up to between August to November, and on top of getting hit twice.
Yeah, we got hit twice.
The Friday Night Lights are coming out. But the thing was, we did the Hot Tub Talk Lives in the midst of it.
Yeah, we did. But let's see, I don't know what's going on with that hot tub, because
yeah, the hot tub, I don't know, like we
trying to figure out when we can get back out there, so
we'll be back out there,
you know what I mean?
I guess once it gets repaired. So that's what's going on with that. It's under repairs. I mean, down here the weather has been pretty mild, so I know some people be like, yeah, it's getting too cold for that.
Yeah.
No, this is Florida. Like, it's legit because the tub has to get repaired.
Yeah, it ain't that cold out here.
It's not that cold out here. We do have a cold front coming.
We do got one coming. That's because it's coming from up north.
Yeah.
They having a blizzard up that joint or something, like 2 days nonstop.
Yeah, I don't miss that kind of weather, man.
Yeah,
you know, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm originally from the DMV, but I cannot drive in the snow. I was just telling people in the chat group.
That's snow serious.
What do we call it?
You gotta have that 4-wheel drive up there. I already know how that go.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
can drive in a torrential downpour, but I cannot drive in a snowstorm. Not at all. Not in the snow. I could drive in a tropical storm even, but I can't. Like, that's just Florida culture. We know how to drive in tropical storms and all that crazy weather. But
yeah, that's what I don't like.
Frozen, right?
Oh yeah. It's straight.
It's straight. Yeah, it looks like Priyanka said good. Yeah, so I know we might have lost a couple people because we tried to do this twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried to go live twice. But yeah, that's all it is. We're just waiting for the tub to get repaired.
Yeah, so as soon as the tub get fixed, we be back out there.
Yeah, we will be back out, but it's going to take some, I guess they're taking their time, you know.
But we still have to go live every once in a while.
I know, like, I don't want to complain because I don't want the people to, like, start kind of like, you know, it's been peaceful, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's been a number of issues lately, not just the tub. I mean, it feels like it's been a month since they had it, since it's been repaired. It feels like it's
because what happened was it was repaired and then it messed up again.
Yeah.
And then they had to repair it again. Like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
I know they were saying first time they said they got to order a part for it, which I think they ordered because they got warm, and then I don't know what happened. It broke again.
Yeah. Then people want to know, like, where are the kids? And I mean, we took them out to the Christmas lights. They weren't alive with us, but they were very vocal about not wanting to front face live out in public. And, you know, they're performers. They're in band and all different types of things, but their stance as far as their channel goes has pretty much been the same. So with our kids, you will not see our kids on, especially not Hot Tub Talk Live. You will not see them on Hot Tub Talk Live.
They ain't with that.
We're trying to find kind of like a happy medium with that, where it's like maybe.
Honestly, I just think it's when they doing their thing, straight up.
Yeah.
When they doing their thing, you know what I mean? Because it's not forced. You know what I mean? It's when they doing their thing, because that's when they more happy.
So like when we did the Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights and stuff like that.
You'll see the kids with that.
Recording and stuff like that.
And you'll see them when like we go to Universal.
Yeah, Universal stuff like that. Yeah.
But you're probably not gonna see them when we do. You probably
like
not
going
gonna
out
see
to
them,
eat and stuff like that.
They don't really like doing like going out to eat at restaurants and sitting through me kind of like reviewing and butchering the food. They're not like for that. But I would say it feels like it froze. It always feels like it freezes up after like when we get those weird like emoji comments, it's like it freezes
How do I
up.
go back to it? I can check.
Go up.
I did. Oh no, that's not mine.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see. It might have gone.
Yeah, I think they don't understand there's a language barrier. I saw it's Marcus in here earlier, but I think the other two. Yeah. So anyways, staying on topic, that's what's going on with that. They're teenagers now, and they've been at this a long time with us. And
Nah, that's right. I'm big out of
okay, yeah. So
yeah.
it's just they're teenagers now. Our kids are not as young as they look. They're Juliana will be 16 in June.
Oh yeah.
She's 15, and then Jeremiah, like I said before, he's 13 now. So
And they loving that band. Though,
they love bands, so y'all will still see them doing that. But they were pretty vocal, like when we did the walkthrough downtown with the lights. Like they were like, "Oh man, no, it's good."
They want to do that.
Yeah, so that was that.
Family time.
Yeah.
Real family time.
But no, it wasn't even about being family time. It was what they said. What they said. They don't want to be front.
Thanks for the thumbs up.
They don't want to
Appreciate
be front facing. So that's what it is. They don't want to be front facing. You know, they do their own content where they're not like we. I feel like I've said this before though. But yeah, I hope y'all do enjoy like the Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, man, y'all should enjoy that, man. I mean, it's a lot of different bands. It reminds you of like the battle of the bands a little bit, especially like halftime, cause both of the bands come on in the middle of the field and start doing their thing, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So we're mostly talking about just you know. New Year's resolutions, people that are quitting their jobs, things like that.
And how long does it take for y'all to take y'all Christmas tree down?
Yeah, how long does it take? Because our Christmas tree is still up. Our Christmas tree is still up. I probably will keep the Christmas tree up for like another week or two before I take it down. The Christmas tree is still up. We have a 12-foot tree.
Yeah, we got a big tree.
It's a big
I
tree.
should show it, you know
I feel like I'm not doing a tour of the house. But yeah, I know.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, it's really tall. It's 12 feet.
Yeah, it's a crazy giant.
Yeah, that's
big.
It is big. I mean, I think that's part of the reason why it's gonna stay up a little bit longer.
People love that tree though, man.
Yeah, they do. They love to look at it and see pictures of it and everything. But yeah, that's kind of like what we've been thinking about too. And like people getting more transparent on here with finances and things. You know, financial literacy is my jam. It goes hand in hand with food, travel, and culture, honestly, because that's how you finance that vehicle, And a lot of people always want to know what people are doing exactly so that they're able to like go travel and do all of these things. And honestly, I mean, there's the people that bleed out on credit. I'm not even going to speak to that.
Yeah, because you got your credit people, then you got your cash people.
But then you got your cash people. So we're more like cash people. Yeah. But honestly, when you see people living a certain way, they're leveraging multiple streams of income and investments. I mean, there's no one job that's going to be able to do that for you.
Nah, and I know, like when you live in nice.
Yeah,
you gotta have multiple streams.
You have to have multiple streams of income.
It's not gonna be just one job where you're gonna be making all that money. It's like, you're gonna have multiple streams coming from everywhere.
Of income. So
you know what I mean?
That's been
just in case one shut down, you got another one that's still coming in, which is good, which is smart for real.
That's been part of my transition out of working in the traditional way has been leveraging multiple streams of income. And the other thing I was gonna say is that on top of that, of course, there's the investment component and the savings component of it, for sure. Yeah, but definitely that's been a big part of it, leveraging multiple streams of income. The other thing I would say, some of y'all really, you need to take some notes from this situation with TikTok. You gotta look at it this way, guys. People always get on you about niche. You need to niche on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's what everybody's saying. Have a niche.
Have a niche.
Yeah.
Honestly, sometimes your brand is the niche. Sometimes your personality is the niche.
Yeah, so you're going to do what you want to do, man. You
Your
know what
storytelling is the niche.
What's going to push the algorithm is going to push the algorithms. Right?
Yeah,
it is what it is.
it
You know what I
is,
mean?
you know.
So you putting out good content, people like, they want to see it, they going to look at it.
They're going to look at it. They might not be able to be with you while you're live, but they'll come back at some point and look at it. But sometimes, and that's how I think we've been approaching it, is our brand is the niche. So people can tell us, you need a niche. Our brand
stick to
is
one
the
thing,
niche.
stick to one thing,
You
stick
know?
to this, stick to that.
I'm back. Oh, that's what's up,
Hi,
Marcus.
Thanks for coming back, Marcus.
Yeah, let us know when you take your tree down. And do you have a niche, Marcus? We were just talking about that. Like, people would be on your butt.
Saying the niche, you gotta
have
a niche for your channel.
Niche.
It's crazy.
But for us, our brand is the niche, guys. You know, food, travel, culture, music, that is it. And just occasionally, I don't know, might even branch over into lifestyle, you know, that it's not going to be one thing
in the content.
I mean,
that you're putting out all the time.
I realized back when we were living in Tampa, like 7 years ago, when 7 years ago, I realized that was not going to work for me. I have too many interests. I don't know, maybe I have ADHD. But I have too many hobbies, I have too many interests, and just doing one thing every video.
That's like me. I got a lot of stuff I like to do too. I don't like to really stick to one thing.
So yeah, like I was saying before, I was drawing a blank.
For real.
Was that you got to think of this thing like a brand, guys. You got to think of this thing like a brand. The TikTok situation should be telling you that you need to be branding. You need to be branding. You need to be setting up your content as and structured around intellectual property. You need to learn what intellectual property is. That way you know what you can monetize versus what you can't, and what you can pack up and take elsewhere if a platform shuts down. Do you guys know we are monetized everywhere?
Yeah.
Except YouTube.
Pretty much.
But no, we are monetized on YouTube.
We are
music.
monetized, yeah.
YouTube music.
YouTube
so I
music,
take that
we
back.
are, yeah.
But and that's our music. Our music is in almost all of the music streaming platforms.
They're everywhere.
So we are monetized everywhere with that, and that is because of I leveraged, of course, you know, the multiple streaming platforms, but intellectual property. You've got to learn how that works, guys. Intellectual property and releasing content, if you haven't read up on it at least or something, you got to read up on it. I mean, don't leave it to YouTube's content ID sucks. I mean, you guys saw that sample beat that's over there and who they have credited under our Friday Night Lights trailer. It's content ID alone. Like, you got to learn how intellectual property works. And so I'm not an expert, but I learned enough so that I could release our music legitimately, and so that we would pass
the music structure.
So that we would pass the streaming store's legal smell test, basically, because they use SoundScan technology, so they already know if you sampled. They already know if it's not your song, you know.
They know if it's not right at all, and they're gonna let you know
if
too.
You took it from someone else.
Yeah, they're gonna let you know too. Shoot.
So it's like I had to learn about exclusive. I had to learn about unlimited, and that's kind of like where I like to play ball at. It's kind of like where we don't have any limitations on the number of streams, the number of radio stations.
Yeah, because you don't know what this song gonna do. That's the crazy thing. When you put something out, you don't know what it's really gonna do.
No, and you
just put it out to the masses,
really
to the
don't want to wait for corporate to be on your ass telling you to take something down. You really don't want to wait until the song is blowing up, because somebody can take it and purchase the rights to it, and then you can't purchase the rights to it. So, I mean, you guys got to learn, like, with this TikTok situation going on, you need to learn how to start looking at yourself as a brand and look into some intellectual property and ownership. Like, do you own what you have released? Do you own it? Do you own any portion of it? Do you own at least some percentage of the rights to what you're distributing?
Yeah.
You know, or are you just limited to what one platform dictates to you?
Yeah, you gotta make sure the business straight.
Yeah, do you have somebody that can collect on your behalf and go behind these people if you end up getting played somewhere else? You know, in our case, we do have a PRO, you know, performance rights organization behind Randall. So, I mean, it's not to discourage anybody, but TikTok should be, your alarm should be ringing with the situation with TikTok. Like, ding, 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 dong. You know, like, you need to wake up. Because you gotta learn this intellectual property thing. Don't wait to blow up and have big corporate dictate to you what's gonna be what.
Oh yeah, that's why you gotta structure
and
stuff.
And then expect them, like, you know, if it's not structured, at the end of the day,
if
you
smoothies.
Get oh,
Marcus.
You said I love doing homemade smoothies. I know that's right, Marcus.
Yeah, smoothies good though,
smoothies
man.
Are good.
That's good for breakfast, really.
But I'm gonna wrap this up. I know
breakfast.
y'all are bored, but for the content creators, they're really gonna enjoy this segment and really appreciate it. Because you probably have already heard the warning. God has already probably been speaking to you, like, hey, you know, figure out how to structure yourself a little bit better in case something shuts down. And you know,
that's just smart business, though.
Yeah, it is. It's just learning how to structure yourself so you can release your content everywhere, not just one place. And then, you know, just learning how things work, for sure. But
Marcus.
yeah, we have always thought of YouTube.
He said now for 2024, I'm going to Bible study.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Bible study. Yeah, and I think it's like with Bible study, and just like I said, you really have to pay attention to when God is like tugging at you and pulling you. And like I said, you know,
it's time to lock in, man. For real, honestly, it's more time now than ever. For real,
I love Bible study.
I love Bible study. That's what's up, man. I used to go to Bible study almost every Tuesday at an old church.
Yeah.
I used to go almost every Tuesday.
But they preach the same thing to us too at church, which was that you need to leverage multiple streams of income. They were like, you can't just rely on one source. Like, you need to be leveraging multiple sources of income.
There's a lot more life than just fortune and fame.
It is. And
it is.
And it's like, that's where you have to kind of like look into, what am I putting out? You know, look into legacy building. Like,
legacy building for your family, man.
What message and what image am I showing to people? You know, is it helpful? Is it harmful? You know, and I find myself right now, I know I posted a couple of things to my IG stories today. Honestly, it was just reflecting back on major changes I had to make when we moved to Florida, when we relocated, and just those were two key things that I kind of had to do, and that I had to realize was those two things that I put in my IG stories. I'm no longer in that space, that headspace in life anymore, because I took care of what I needed to take care of. I distanced myself from, it was involuntarily. Like I said, God did it for me. You know, it's just like becoming a credential tax preparer. Inadvertently, God had like decided it for me. Like, this is who gonna distance you from, because
I say we are rich in Jesus' name. That's right.
We are, and
that's right.
Yeah, you gotta be open and receptive to when God wants you to move.
You gotta accept
honestly,
what God's
that could be full
you.
Circle to what I'm telling you guys, and I don't know. I hope the message does not seem too, jumbled altogether that I've said today. But my steps were definitely ordered, from becoming an enrolled agent to changing the way I work, deviating from the traditional employment path to now.
Yeah, you gotta be open to what God's telling you to do.
It's biblical.
Gotta be open.
Leverage multiple streams of income, like we've been told. It's biblical.
It's biblical. You gotta do that, man.
He retracted his message. Yeah, so that's that part of it. The other thing we were going to talk about, we heard another YouTuber talking about this today. This is important. This hits home for us. So God bless the person that figures out to put the drink down. God bless him. It was a YouTuber earlier that was talking about that, and I just thought to myself, like, God bless the person that figures out to put it down, man. I know for me,
because you know.
I was always a responsible drinker because I remember I was 21, I partied with friends,
Yeah,
and
just tell me what I need to remove.
Yeah. So, sorry guys, I know this is gonna seem, but we're responding to a comment. Exactly. So I put that in my stories today, but honestly, I'm not in that headspace anymore. But I was just reflective, and it was like God ordained it. He removed, he distanced, and that was just his plan.
Yeah, God knows what he want to do with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you say, he is the creator. He knows what he wants to do. That's what he
did, and you know.
And to push you forward. You
going
know what I mean?
back to the job that I quit. Yeah. Man, thank you, Marcus. So the first one that I quit down here, back in 2018?
Yeah, I think so.
What I learned from that place, because in the midst of me helping them clean everything up, they did like a mass firing. And so,
oh yeah,
it was too much going on in there, man. That was the scariest. Like,
everybody was going left and right.
But the people that they got rid of, ultimately,
you got to, Marcus, to move forward. You got to.
That was one of the best professional lessons, one of the best interpersonal lessons that I've learned. The people that you keep versus the people that you let go. Let me tell you some really good wisdom here. This is how you could tell the people that you let go. Character flaws. You can't fix that. You cannot fix character flaws, deeply seated and rooted character flaws that require therapy. Deeply seated and rooted moral character flaws. And just toxic behavior. So ultimately, outside of like this other seedy things that these people were into, it boiled down to letting them go because of character flaws. So in your life with friendships, ultimately the people that you're gonna have to let go are the ones with the character flaws, because you can't fix that. And I will say,
let them go.
It was crazy because
let them go to move forward.
You could be removed from people for years, which is what had happened to me. And it was just crazy to see them still engaging.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you gonna see that. You
like
gonna
he would see it too.
And even me, I've been removed from people from years, and then you find out they doing the same thing.
They doing the same.
They was doing 15 years ago. You like, come on, bro. Like you still on that, young? Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
you don't want to grow at all. You just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
It was just
you gotta
crazy.
Get past that.
And,
you know what I mean? That's when you just waste the time with your life. You just waste the time away. You know what I mean?
It was
what you doing?
It was crazy, and I was just like, wow. I mean, I had a moment where I was like, this is like, wow. We're still engaging in this same messy behavior. We're still doing the same messy things. The crazy thing is like when people engage in behaviors and they don't realize like people are in ice.
Keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. And I mean, it was just crazy. And then when I noticed somebody that they didn't notice was like within eyesight and earshot of what they were doing, and just seeing that person's reaction to what they were doing, I knew it was harmful. I knew it was toxic. I knew not to say anything or respond. I couldn't respond, but it was just like, dang, they still in the same.
Yeah,
it's like
crazy.
Nas when he was like they're in their second childhood, like they were. It's just like not maturing, not going up, still. So
not moving forward at all.
Character flaws, basically.
At all,
those are the people that
crazy.
You can't keep. And
you gotta prune. That's what they tell you. You gotta
pruning. God prunes you.
You gotta prune.
He does prune you.
You know what I mean? When them dead leaves, they dead, cut them off. They dead.
Growth is painful. Change is painful.
Some new ones gonna come.
But yeah, growth is painful. Change is painful. But it's nothing more painful than being stuck where you don't belong. And it was like, man, I just felt relieved because I was like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And then I am sorry, y'all. We got like fruit flies in here for something, but yeah, I just was like, I felt relieved because I was like, man, it feels so good to just be able to do what I have to do, and then I'm out. I don't have to be, wrapped up in this messy behavior anymore. It's God removed me, I don't have to deal with that no
that's
more.
crazy.
But yeah, like I was saying, back to the other story, um, I learned at an early age, kind of like I was saying earlier, God bless the people that understand and know to put the drink down. The people that can't handle the drink, the people that don't know when you've had too much and you need to put it down. So, like, when I was 21, I went out with friends. I had way too many amaretto sours, way too many. I forget how many. It was just too many. They taste like lemonade. They're really sweet. They taste like lemonade. I had too many. We went back to my friend's place. I remember the bathroom just being near the toilet. The room's just spinning and spinning and spinning. And even after laying in her bed, the room was just spinning and spinning and spinning. You can't sleep like that. Like, some people can just pass out, but when you get to a certain point, like, you can't sleep like that. I think I had been throwing up. I just felt sick. I was trying to go to sleep. And the room was just spinning. So the next day, I think it was like the next day or two, I talked to my mom, and she was like, when did you start not to feel well? When did you start to, feel yourself like go south? And I was like, man, I didn't want to admit it. It was really after one, but two. After 2 drinks, I was like, that was when I last felt well and in control of everything that was going on. So she was like, well, that's your limit. And I was 21. And after that, even to this day, Randall will tell you, like, he might occasionally treat me to something. Or if it's a birthday or a special occasion, I may indulge. But 1 to 2 is it for me. And now that I'm older, as a migrainer, like, it's a trigger for me. So I can't really, do too much. But I don't know. Some people will laugh, but it's like, as comical as it is, sometimes it's sad when you really, you see somebody, like, man, he's struggling, she's struggling, they're struggling, they need to put it down,
Yeah, you gotta know. Okay.
And I got rid of my friends I used to hang with. That's tough when it's a friend. It's tough. Like I said, it boils down to character flaws. I'm sorry you had to get rid of your friends, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus, that's crazy.
Just people.
But that's what it is sometimes, man. If they keep doing the same thing over and over again, man, you gotta remove yourself.
So
that's the only way you're gonna get better.
That too, like.
That's the only way you're gonna get better, for real, for real.
That other YouTuber was saying, like, he can't engage, man.
If you're drinking, doing all that, man.
If you're drinking and doing drugs, so.
Gotta go the other way.
Yeah, so that's something with us. Like I said, I will occasionally indulge.
You said it's okay.
Socially, but that's my limit. I know my limit.
You just gotta
I
clean
respect
up.
my limit.
You're right. Autumn Rain.
Hey, fam. Hey, Autumn Rain.
Autumn Rain. Thanks for coming in, Autumn Rain.
Hey, Autumn Rain.
How you been?
It's Marcus. Y'all are in good company, man.
Yeah.
She knows the Bible inside and out. But character flaws, y'all.
Up.
People that repeatedly engage in toxic behavior, people that just, like I said, deeply seated and rooted character flaws, moral character flaws, they have more than a gray area. These are people that are going to repeatedly struggle. I'm telling you, you could have known the person from your 20s. You will circle back to them in the 30s or 40s.
It don't matter. They're going to be doing the same thing. It don't matter. They're going to do the same thing they've been doing when you left them.
When you left them.
Yeah, it don't matter.
It doesn't matter. But it was like, man, it hit me when I realized. But yeah, so we can't. Like, if you heavy into getting trashed, high.
Yeah.
We can't collab with you.
Nah, you can't even do that.
Can't even do that, man. I'm sorry. I wish you all the best in your YouTube.
That's even music. And honestly, that's even music.
Even music.
I do music, so I know how that drink goes. But that's one good thing now, though. The studio now, your studio could be in your own house. You don't have to go to the studio, because when you go to the studio, that's all they do.
Some people
That's all they do. It's a whole group of people in that studio with you.
They gotta hit a blunt.
Drinking, smoking.
They gotta hit a blunt first.
I gotta hit this joint before I get in the booth, whatever. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's the lifestyle.
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying.
You know what I mean? But now, shoot.
We can't collab with
Nowadays, technology, you could perform. You could make your music from your house.
That's a beautiful thing.
Where you don't have to be in the
That's
exact,
a beautiful
you know what I mean,
thing.
the same space with them. So.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Oh, we got some music coming too.
We
Just
do.
to let y'all know, we
It costs
working
money,
over there.
y'all. Like I
We
can't.
we working over there though.
But it's quality
And
over
I'm in
quantity.
my bag right now too.
But it's quality over quantity. I mean, I don't want to drop something every week and it's not, but.
Yeah, we do got to pick up on that though.
Yeah, but sticking to that topic, yeah, that's what it boils down to. Watch out for people with low-key animosity. Watch out for people with jealous vibes. Those are the other friends you gotta watch out for. Sorry, y'all. I had to step away for a minute, but I'm doing good. How are you? I'm glad to see you both. Just tell them I'm sorry, but can't be hanging with you anymore. But I really do wish you the best. I really do.
Yeah.
Get me good. And I will be saying this, get me good again. But get me good. I really do wish you the best. I wish you much growth, success, just not at my table, just not with me. We can be cool. I will say hello to you or whatever. What's up? I hope you're doing well, but just not at my table. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, Autumn Rain, we're doing good.
We good, Autumn Rain.
We're doing good.
I know you normally say this in the hot tub, but we decided to go, live.
We couldn't put it off anymore,
Yeah, we had
like
to go
the
live.
tub is out of commission.
I don't know what's going on with that.
So I don't know.
We don't really know when we're gonna be back out there.
Just keep seeing caution tape around it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was good for a spell after the 2 hurricanes back to back, and then it wasn't. So I don't know what's going on with the hot tub, y'all.
Right.
But
I don't know what happened to that.
Yeah, but we're doing good. But yeah, man, and if I invite you to my table in the first place, I think very highly of you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Thank you.
Yeah,
if I invite you to my table, I think very highly of you. I probably already have a good idea of your talents, skills, gifts, and abilities that I admire and that I would like to collaborate with. Glad you're doing good. Yeah, man, it's been,
Tri-State. Hey,
Tri-State.
Thanks for coming in, Tri-State.
Yeah, outside of character flaws, I would say 2 key things that people tend to overlook, and Randall could tell you a story about that, but 2 key things people tend to overlook. Another thing that, you consider where it's like, yeah, these are the people that you gotta kind of like get rid of, aside from the character flaws, is like that low-key animosity and jealousy. Like, you cannot shrug that off.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy, like, you don't even know people jealous of you until something crazy happen or something big almost about to happen. You know what I mean?
But it manifests in different ways.
And then it's like crazy. It's like, hold up, bruh. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
So he had, what were they, your neighbors?
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell him what happened with your neighbors with that jealousy thing?
Oh, you talking about back home?
Yeah.
Man, that jump, I don't even want to talk about that jump. That jump was crazy. And the thing is, jealousy that's real, because these Bamas was blood. Real blood too. And I ain't talking about no fake blood. I'm talking about blood.
What were they, twins?
No, they grew up together. They weren't twins, but they was blood brothers. That's like me and Ryan. Like, they was blood brothers. For real. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? This dude that took his own brother out, man. I mean, that joint was crazy. Yeah. It was all in the news everywhere.
Like, I know who that
took
is.
His own brother out, because when I seen it come across the the news and everything, I'm like,
real life,
I don't want to say their names, but I'm like,
situation, y'all.
I'm like, I know this dude. I know both of them. And then I'm thinking about his little brother. I'm like, dang, he gonna be mad when he found out what happened. Come to find out his little brother the one that did it. I'm like, what? That's crazy.
So you gotta watch that low-key animosity, that low-key jealousy, like when you see it, people that are giving you side-eye when you're building things.
Hey, it don't matter. It could be people on the street. It could be your family.
Yeah.
Straight up. It could be your family. That's the
Happy
crazy
New Year. Hey,
Happy New Year's, King Morgan.
New Year. New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year's.
No, year.
Happy New Year's.
I can't stand that.
Happy New Year's.
Year.
Hey, we gonna have more than 1 year. It's gonna be years for me. I ain't going out.
New Year.
I ain't going out in 25. I ain't going out in 25.
Yeah, I'm no longer in that headspace or in that struggle, so I could kind of like advise people there, like, I've learned it on both like a a personal level as well as a professional level, that those are the people you gotta cut in 2025, y'all.
Yeah, you gotta
moral
cut,
character flaws,
gotta
low key
cut 'em,
jealousy,
man.
low
Gotta
key
cut 'em,
animosity,
keep pushing forward.
and keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Don't even look back.
If they
Don't even look
part
back.
while you're building, keep building.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't part because they part.
Yeah, they part. Hey, let them do what they gotta do. You gotta keep moving.
You gotta keep moving. You know.
Happy New Year's, King.
Happy New Year, King.
Yeah,
Saying Happy
King
New Year
Morgan.
to King Morgan. So yeah, let us know if y'all do the New Year's resolution thing, and if y'all are that whole, you know, New Year, new me. You know.
Yeah.
So let us know if that's what y'all do, or you know, if it's like you're just like me, I'm just gonna continue on the trajectory, on the path that I'm on. You know. That's right. Yeah, man. I already told you kind of like a situation where we were like chatting, and I was like, man, trust your intuition and your gut, y'all. That's the other thing you need to do in 2025. Like, don't let it be a moment ever again. Don't ever have those moments again where you second guess your own self. It's like if you don't feel like going somewhere, if you don't feel like doing something, if something is just tugging at your spirit not to go,
you know when it's the wrong thing or something about to happen or something, you get that feeling.
Happy New Year. New Year, better mindset.
Yeah, have a better mindset, man. Push forward. Yeah. To be honest, my thing is New Year's revolution. That's cool. Yeah, resolution and everything. That's cool. But my thing is work on myself the whole year. I ain't about the New Year's resolution, to be honest with you. I mean, that's cool, but I'd rather work on myself the whole year, just from personally.
Right, Tri-State. Yeah, because some people, you know, they get into it for like a few months.
Yeah, and then they stop. And then, you know, they right back to the same thing. And it's like, nah, bro, you need to start that before the new year. You need to start working on yourself through the whole daggone year. Try to be better than you was yesterday. Yeah, man. You're like, nah, ain't no new year, whatever.
Spending recklessly.
Yeah, nah, man.
Spending recklessly.
You gotta stay consistent. That's what it's called. Consistent. You gotta be consistent, man.
She's laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they back cussing people out, back eating bad.
Going off
on people, spending recklessly.
Getting high blood pressure. You know
not
what I'm saying?
saving, you know.
Just wilding out.
Just tripping, wilding out.
Wilding out again.
Know.
You just said you
the people that struggle
out.
with the drink and don't know how to put it down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right back at the bar again. I ain't drinking this shit. Yeah, right, bro.
Right.
Next week, he right at Applebee's. Yeah. Right at the bar.
What is that special?
2 for 1.
Yeah.
2 for 1. I know it. But hey, right there at Applebee's, 2 for 1.
With that.
Shoot, I ain't drinking this shit. You see him at the bar, fired up.
Laughing. Yeah, trash.
At the bar, fired up, ready.
Trash.
Like, man, come on, man. You done broke that already, bro.
Oscar the Grouch.
We ain't even get out of January yet.
Yeah, laughing, but God bless, like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. God bless the people that figure out to put it down and don't pick it up no more.
Yeah, man. Put it down, throw it away. Let it go.
That's what I'm gonna say too, y'all. Get me
let it go, man.
You know, the other messages, like I said, I was feeling reflective. That's in a space I was in like over 10 years ago where I had to make tough decisions, and again professionally in 2018 where I realized I learned from, you know, the boss who you cut, you know. But get me good, because there's a group of y'all I need to address. This is something I need to address in my current season. Respect my silence. You heard me. Virgos are treacherous, okay? When we get vocal about things, we're going to tell the truth. And so... She's laughing. New year, new boo. Gotta stop too. But yeah, man, respect my silence. So Virgos, I'm telling you right now, and y'all already saw what happened with Cat Williams. You don't want us to start speaking truthfully on things. So respect my silence. You know, if I gracefully bow out, don't, you know, as much as you want to know, like, man, why is she so quiet? Man, what really happened? Respect my silence.
Shoot, they wondering what's going on with me.
Respect my silence.
Off the F book, the Facebook.
Respect my silence.
Yeah, off that junk. That junk gotta go.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
It was like, you know, those messages in my IG had to do with a headspace I was in, like I said, about 10 years ago and then 2 years later. But I just didn't feel the need to destroy people and humiliate them publicly. It was like sometimes, depending on the dirt that's done to me, I'm not gonna put it out publicly. You know what I'm saying? And then if people are struggling with things, I'm not gonna put it out publicly. Like I'm not gonna post it to my news feed. Like I just didn't feel the need to further public humiliate people, drag them up and down state lines.
Yeah, it's crazy,
drag
man.
them up and down coastlines.
Because
them putting
people gonna do what people want to do.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah,
tell you that
people-
right now.
oh, man.
So
People-
you can't stop them. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That ain't gonna happen.
people
So you can say whatever you want to say, do what you want to do, but it ain't gonna stop them.
in my silence, people were a little loose with their traps, but respect my silence, you know, because it's like I just didn't feel the need to publicly humiliate people, or like I said, you know,
That's
drag
why I
them
say
up
you
and down
gotta be
state
you.
lines.
You gotta be you, man. You
That
gotta
is
keep
me.
going and don't listen to the
True.
outside noise.
Amen.
Man, I got this track I'm trying to put out, boy.
Cat Williams may be a comedian, but he never sold his soul. He didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Cat Williams didn't.
I mean,
and you could tell he didn't.
That's another thing,
You know what I
too.
mean?
People
So people don't like him
Yeah. I never.
in the industry.
I never, like, put it out there for views. You know what I mean? I just gracefully bowed out. That's just me. You know, I'm not going to say what was done or why I had to make a tough decision. And, you know, men, you know, I believe in God, but I do believe, like, true to the Virgo nature, like, I am an overthinker, an overanalyzer. I've thought of so many reasons why, and, you know, hashed everything out in my brain and to come to my difficult decision. So that's the other thing. Get me good, respect my decision, because I probably
you gotta do what you gotta do for yourself and make sure you healthy.
But
you know
that
what I'm
was the
saying?
only
Like straight
solution.
up, that's what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do for yourself.
What he
to
said,
make you
say
healthy.
it again, to make you healthy.
You know what I mean? You can't worry about what people think, how they feel, none of that. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta push forward, man, and you gotta do what's right for you. You know what I mean? Especially if you're trying to grow, because you ain't gonna grow.
No.
Straight up. You ain't gonna. That's what we was talking about. You're gonna be doing the same daggone thing for
That
year
they're
after
doing.
year after year after year.
That
They
they're
stuck.
doing. Yeah.
Hey, what they call it? Crabs in the barrel. They want to do like that. They want to take you down with
Stuck
them.
on-
You know what I
I
mean?
don't want to call anybody.
That's all that is.
stuck
They just
on
want to take you
stupid.
down with them.
Yeah, you know, as the saying goes, stuck on stupid. Not that people are stupid, but yeah, like it was a difficult decision, man, when I was back in that space. But it was like, oh gosh, you know, it's just like I thought of every single solitary thing. You know, you set boundaries, you make changes, you don't engage in certain things, you don't go certain places. You know, you make all these changes and you start jumping through all these circus hoops. All because you're avoiding the
Marcus,
ultimate.
let people talk.
I let them talk.
Let 'em talk.
I've learned that. Let them talk. Let them talk. But respect my silence. You're free to do whatever. You want to drag whoever all up and down state lines, coastlines, etc. That's your business. But just understand that the truth, you don't want that getting out. So it's like, I don't feel the need to humiliate people, publicly embarrass or anything like that. I just
Plus people gonna be hangry. That's how it is in life.
Yeah.
Hating on you. Oh, hating on you. That's what you trying to say.
Yeah, it's a word.
Oh yeah. You gonna
It's
have
a
it.
word.
I mean, that's anything in life, though. To be honest, people.
You're
gonna hate.
important if people talk about you.
Yeah, that's anything in life, though. People gonna hate.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna
She
like
said,
what you
you're
do.
important if people talk about you. I would say so. Like,
Man, shoot.
some of us are very important supporting characters to people's drama and tragedies until we remove ourselves from their drama and we're no longer a supporting character.
So if people talking about you, you must be doing something right.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
You must be doing something right. If they talking about
The
you,
other
know what I'm saying?
thing you
That's the
gotta
crazy thing.
avoid is people that play both sides.
Shoot.
People that play both sides, and I don't know, that hit me full circle today.
Exactly.
I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, they'll try to, like, you know, come off like they're on your side, but then, you know, as soon as that other person leaves the room, like they're back spinning the block with them, you know, talking about that one, the next one, and whoever. And
yeah, that's the water cooler.
yeah. That's the cauldron.
Yeah.
I remember my mom told me the lady was
the
a
water
warm
cooler.
pot and not to talk to her at her job.
Yeah,
that was
that's
gonna
the water
take your
cooler.
child to work day. I had to be about
Water
9 years
cooler at
old.
work.
I was about 9 years old. Yo, that was funny. I understand it now, but little 9-year-old me was picturing a witch at a cauldron stirring a pot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can't do, you know, that playing both sides, man. It's totally wild. I mean, people that will try to like make you jealous of the other friend or the other person, make you feel like the other person, friend or family member ain't shit, you know, and then as soon as you leave the room, who do you think is the topic of conversation? I've heard it. And I've seen people like they're in earshot and eye shot of what's being said, and people just go on and on like they don't think, and I'm like, you're not
don't think
paying
we had talking about them and everything.
yeah, so you have to be careful with that. You know what I mean? You gotta be real careful. They laughing. He said just because people are making you stronger, they do. I mean,
they do, yeah.
You learn as you know, especially if you're Christian, you know, discernment. Discernment is like lifting weights in the gym, right? You get stronger and stronger with your discernment. Some of us is stronger than others. You could just get around people and their aura is like off. But are we gonna get ready to close out?
Yeah, you want to close out?
Yeah, we'll close out. All right, y'all. Come on.
All right, trendsetters.
Yeah, we're gonna get ready to close out. Our kids just popped in,
so
that's the doorbell. But thank y'all so much. Sorry, this is abrupt. All right, peace. You gonna hit the X?